Wendover, pick up line 1040. Dr. Wendover, please pick up line 1040.
Mr. Michaels, time to get up. Mr. Michaels. Mr. Michaels. Now I know you don't like going through with these tests, but I need you to fill this bottle for me.
Huh? What?
I said I need a specimen for this morning.
Hello, nurse.
Mr. Michaels!
What, you need more?
Oh, Mr. Michaels, quit! Oh, you're without a doubt. You're...
Head nurse, station 4. Please report to your desk. Head nurse, station 4.
Thank you, sir. Another minute there and she might have killed me.
You're not out of danger yet.
We were sailing along on light bay. You could hear the birdies singing. They seem to say, you have stolen my heart. Now don't go away. As we sang love so sweet a song on moonlight bay.
El Conquistador, my favorite. Hey, now that's 8-year-old fertilizer you're using there.
Mr. Michaels, you do realize that's not its intended use?
Honey, have you ever had to use one of these things?
Well, no.
Then trust me, this beats the heck out of its intended use.
Are you ready to order breakfast now?
I believe so. I'll have my steak medium well this morning. Oh, and please tell that chef that the eggs Benedict were a little hard yesterday. I'll have the white toast, orange marmalade, and just to make life interesting, why don't you bring me a carafe of your best Vin Rosé?
Is there going to be anything else?
That should do it, thank you.
So let me see if I have this right. You will be having a glass of white milk, a bowl of oatmeal plain, and 2 slices of toast with no butter.
The mouth waters in joyous expectation. I don't suppose you could throw in a 5th Jack Daniels, could you?
Mr. Michaels, that's just what a man with a stomach full of ulcers needs. One shot of that liquor and you'll be rolling around with steam coming out your belly button. And do you need anything else? Mr. Michaels, I do not want to play with your boats.
Well then, how about if I play with your boats?
A tired old man like you, Mr. Michaels.
Now, how do you think I got to be a tired old man like me? Look, I come from a long line of very good stock, really active men. Why, I remember my great-grandfather, Little Peter, the family used to call him. See, he only stood about 5 foot tall, soaking wet. Anyway, he decided to get remarried. What an uproar that caused. See, he was about 85 at the time, and his bride-to-be was only 18. He was a very open-minded man for his time. Well, the whole family had a tizzy fit. They went up to him before the ceremony, which was to be held in this nice little hotel. El Conquistador, it was called. Anyway, they went up to him before the ceremony and they said, "Little Peter, how can you marry this girl? She's only 18. It could be fatal." Well, great-grandfather just shrugged and said, "If she dies, she dies." His Is this thing on?
Mr. Michaels, I'm sorry. Were you saying something to me?
I was just telling you about little Peter.
Oh, okay. Well, the doctor's going to be in this morning. If you're having trouble with the little thing, you tell him about it.
Thank you, nurse. So glad we could have this little chat. Mr. O'Michaels, please. His father. Oh, he's not, eh? Well, when do you expect him? Oh. Well, I see. All right. Thank you very much. My son, the lawyer.
Mr. O'Michaels, please. Yes, I'll hold. Oh, he's not, eh? What a shame. Would you please give him a message? Yes. Tell him to keep the money. I've decided to have the baby instead. Hello? Hello?
Well, hello, son. And I didn't even have to say guess who. Look, I wondered when you were going to come over here so we could take care of all this bit. No, I don't want one of your assistants to come. Well, stop him and tell him not to come. Now look, Sean, Sean! Darn. Geez, I didn't know Doogie Howser was my doctor.
And how are we doing today?
Well, I'd probably be doing a lot better if some darn nurse wouldn't come in every 3 hours and try to take my temperature rectally. Other than that, I'm feeling pretty shabby.
Good.
Say, are you a specialist?
Yep.
Great. Are you a surgeon or a general practitioner?
Yes.
We make a great pair. I hate doctors, and he doesn't even know if he is one. Tell me, Doc, what do you do around here?
Oh, I'm head of the hospital.
Knowing that just gives me a warm glow all over my body.
I feel that a man in my position can't do his administrative job correctly unless he keeps in touch with the real patient. Been away from him for a while, but I'm back now, and I intend to keep my hand in it.
Ah, you're a proctologist.
What?
So, tell me, Doc, how long do I have to live?
Well, you'll probably outlive me, you old codger, if you use just a little bit of common sense. I know it's not always easy, to take things slow, but that's just what you have to do at your age.
Doc, I hope I never reach my age.
Neither do I. Now, you just take care of yourself. We'll be able to unwrap those bandages in just 2 weeks.
Bandages? I don't need no stinking bandages.
Well, you've been unwrapped.
What am I, a present? I don't believe you're wrapped too tight yourself.
Who took off your bandages, Mr. Finkelstein?
That may be our problem. I'm not Mr. Finkelstein.
Well, of course you are. Aren't you? Mr. Davids, spleen surgery.
No.
Mr. Williams, appendectomy.
Try again.
Well, Mr. Manuel.
I don't know. What has he got?
Oh, here you are, Dr. Windover.
Does anybody know who this man is?
This is Mr. Sean W. O'Michael.
Captain O'Michaels.
This injection was ordered for him.
Well, now we know who's in, this belongs in. Mr. O'Michaels.
Yeah, I know. Assume the position.
This swab's already up and I'll have to get you another.
Lovely weather we're having, Doc.
Did you say something?
No, I was just chanting an East Sumatran voodoo phrase to ward off pneumonia.
Please report to the bank desk. Dr. Wendover, bank desk, staff.
You know, Doc, this reminds me of the time that I went into the Army. I had to lie about my age to get in, but I was a big, strapping lad at the time, and I had them all fooled. The physical, that was pretty rough. Boot camp, that was a son of a... Good, you're here. Let's get to it.
I beg your pardon?
Come on, the sooner you get this over with, the sooner you can leave.
I'm afraid that is...
Uh-oh. May I ask you 2 questions?
All right.
Are you wearing white?
Not at the moment. In a second?
Have you ever seen an old man blush?
Not from this angle. Hi, may I help you? Yes, I'm looking for Mr. O'Michaels. Got what you came for, No. I'm a lawyer from his son's office. What are you here for?
For an anatomy lesson. Now, give me the shot.
Oh, I hate paperwork. Sign this, sign that. Don't people know that I am a doctor? Don't people know that I am here so the pain will be no more? Ow! Don't people know that I am a great source of knowledge? Oh, what'd I just give him?
You just gave him a...
Oh, what does it matter? I have more important things to do than paperwork. Lives hang in the balance. Civilization, dears!
Who was that masked man? I wanted to thank him.
Mr. O'Michaels, eat your breakfast and I'll check on you later.
But nurse, aren't you going to tell me why I was given that shot? And when do I get out of here, huh? Tell me something. Who won the game last night? Hello?
Perhaps I should come back at another time.
Oh, no, don't you leave, too. You came all the way down here and everything.
I'll call you tomorrow. We'll reschedule.
Oh, please stay. Please.
All right.
Have a seat. I'll stand if you don't mind. May I offer you anything? I have some cold toast, lumpy oatmeal.
No, thank you. I had a nice breakfast before I came here.
I had a nice breakfast, too, before I came here. So, you're a lawyer, huh?
Yes, girls can be lawyers, too,
They let them into the courtroom and everything?
if they dress nice.
But they don't let them talk to the jury or anything like that, do they?
No, they don't.
That's good. It's nice to know that women still know their place.
We talk?
I firmly believe that women belong in the kitchen, barefoot, if possible, with kids.
Would you like to tell me why you need a lawyer, Mr. O'Michaels?
I believe that the man should wear the pants in the family, both legs. I believe in the old ways and that they are the best ways. And that the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
I really think
I
that...
believe that the homos shouldn't teach and priests should not marry. I believe that the earth is flat and that Neil Armstrong didn't actually walk on the moon, but videotaped the whole thing in a warehouse in Burbank.
Mr. O'Michaels, can we get back to...
I believe in heaven, but I believe in hell. But I'm not too sure about Jerry Falwell.
I believe for
I'll
every
get the
drop
nurse.
of rain that falls.
And the unbelievable part is that you believe that I believe all that crap. May I tell you one story?
All right.
The first really wrinkled person I ever saw was my great-grandmother. I was a lad of about 5 at the time. I remember I asked my brother about all those wrinkles, and he told me, as you grow older, your bones shrink.
What?
He says, your skin keeps growing, but your bones shrink.
And you believed him?
Well, he was older than me, supposed to be smarter. Anyway, he said by the time you reach the age of 30, you have to tie an old sock around the bridge of your nose to keep your forehead from slipping down over your eyes. And Lord help you if you ever reach the age of 40.
And why is that?
Why, by that time you'd be nothing but a puddle of skin on the floor with two little eyeballs kind of floating on top. Now, my great-grandmother was the most loving of all God's creatures, and yet I was afraid to touch her. You see, she was so old, I figured she'd die from the extreme contact. Care to contradict that theory? Oh!
Mr. Michaels, Mr. Michaels? Mr. Michaels, you okay?
Had you going there, huh?
Oh, that was a terrible thing to do.
But it worked.
But it worked. Have you always been as good at seeing through people, Mr. Michaels?
No, it's just something that I picked up recently, and you can call me Captain.
All right, then you can call me Bobby. Say, are you a captain, I mean? Do you sail?
Sure. But as of the moment, my range is kind of limited.
Oh, they're lovely, but you do know that's not its intended use?
Honey, have you ever had to use one of these things?
Yes.
Then trust me. You know, you just ruined one of my better punchlines. And when did a young girl like you ever have to use one of these things?
Oh, I used to spend weekends at my grandmother's house. I was afraid of her, too. The way her hands would always shake. Until I discovered the way to stop the shaking was to put her hands in mine. Anyway, you need a lawyer, right?
Right, to write up my will.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why? Don't you know how to write one?
No, well, I mean, I know how to write one. I'm sorry you have to write one.
Well, we all got to go sometime. I guess I shouldn't be holding this when I say that, should I? So, what kind of a lawyer are you?
Well, I'm a little more than a clerk right now. I've never actually done any court cases.
What kind of court cases would you like to handle?
Do you really want to know?
No, I'm just making idle conversation, but humor me.
I want to represent the little man.
Mickey Rooney, you want to handle divorce cases?
No, the little man, every man. I want to take his side and beat the majority faction. To one on the side of the ordinary citizen against the massive conglomeration.
Well, did you know all those words before you were a lawyer?
I just mean that...
I know what you mean, and I think it's admirable. So, how long before you can start doing all this stuff?
Oh, not for a while, I'm afraid.
Why? They won't let you?
I won't let you. You see, all that stuff scares me to death. Even now, if I have to talk to an important client, do you know what happens?
What?
My tongue sweats. I turn into a klutz. I'm a loser. I'm a bumbler.
You know your problem. Overconfidence.
Look, I've never told anyone this before. I don't even know why I started.
It's my confessor image. I've been told that in the right light, I bear a striking resemblance to Edmund O'Brien,
Who?
my butcher. Look, I bet given the right opportunity, you'd make a fantastic trial lawyer.
I appreciate your vote of confidence. But what you think about you, remember? All right, full name?
Captain Sean W. O'Michaels, Sr.
H?
S.O.B.
S?
60 or better. Mostly better.
O?
Look, Bobby, I better warn you that we're not about to write your average everyday will here.
Why do I get the feeling we're about to write the first go with the punchline?
my niece Oprah, she decided she was going to be an actress. Went to this big fancy acting school up in New York City.
New York City?
After she'd been there a couple weeks, she wrote me this letter telling me that she was taking this class where they were learning how to be a puddle. A puddle. Of course, in her case, it came in awful handy because every time she went on stage, she wet herself.
Oh my goodness, we've been talking for over 2 hours. I'm gonna get back to the office. I'll run back, type this up, and I'll bring it all back for you later to sign.
Hey, settle down, huh? What's your hurry? I don't intend to kick off just yet.
Oh, I really appreciate that. Oh, I mean,
I know what you mean. It's all right.
yeah, you kind of make it all right. Oh, looks like your breakfast bed cold.
No matter. Toast was hard as a shingle when they brought it up here. Yeah, look at there. All the penicillin is dried up.
Oh, that's all right. White bread's no good for you anyway.
What's the matter with it?
Bread today is different from stuff you ate as a kid. It's all fluffed up with air to make it look bigger.
Oh, a little fresh air never hurt anybody.
Then they make it with bleached flour, so all the good things have been processed away.
Well, a little bleach, that never hurt
Then
anybody.
they throw in chemicals to, quote, enrich it, unquote. Chemicals like lactic stearate, potassium iodate, sodium fumarate.
Say, was your mother ever frightened by a chemistry book?
No, when I was in college, I had a crush on this health professor. God, he was gorgeous.
Whatever happened to him?
He was jogging one morning, got sideswiped by a milk truck. Broke his spirit and both legs. Who says milk does a body good?
Look, hon, I work alone here.
Anyway, I just get incensed about Americans will throw down their throat for every whim of some manufacturer.
Well, if I'd have known that, I'd have ordered a stalk of celery, a carrot stick, perhaps a raisin for dessert.
All right, well, are you sure you want to keep your will this way?
Exactly as written, Counselor. Oh, and don't forget this envelope. It's very important that this go along with the will.
Gotcha. Now I'll run back, type this up, and I'll bring it all back for you to sign. And thanks for the pep talk. Because of you, I think I've got it all together.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Captain, I forgot my shoes. Thanks. Mr. Michaels, you didn't eat your breakfast.
My lawyer advised against it. And that's Captain O'Michaels, nurse. Captain. Now, yous can call me Captain, or yous can call me Cap, or yous can call me Sean, or yous can call me Captain Sean. But you doesn't have to call me Mr. O'Michaels.
Fine.
Fine, Captain. Someday you're going to have to tell me why that's such a problem. How about tonight? My bed or yours? At least tell me your first name. What can I call you?
Nurse.
Nurse. Catchy. Now maybe I'll get a slug of El Conquistador. You're a meanie! Looks like you're the only one around here that has a chance of getting potted.
Here you are, Mr. Oliver. This is your room, okay?
There must be some mistake, nurse. I certainly don't need 2 beds.
Oh, good. Then the person sharing this room can use the other.
I informed the hospital that I desired a private room.
Well, I believe they're all full right now.
Then I wish to speak to your superior.
Now, Mr. Oliver, I'm sure it's one of the rooms vacated. You'll be moved upstairs, okay?
Very well. help, nurse. What are these people upstairs afflicted with? Something with a high mortality rate, I hope.
Well, I don't know right offhand.
Well, you'll inform me of the first fatality.
I'll be sure to rush right up with the good news.
Nurse, where are the curtains, the room dividers?
They're being cleaned. They haven't been returned yet, okay?
Well, nurse, I'm a very busy man and I need my privacy.
Yes.
Oh, and nurse, I'd like lunch as soon as possible.
You're gonna have to see the doctor before we can do
Nurse,
anything.
when Austin T. Oliver asks for something, he gets it.
Yes, Mr. Oliver.
Oh, and nurse, the bathroom, where is it?
You know, you can just go straight through that door right over there.
Nurse, one more
Testing,
thing.
1, 2, 3. Dr. Dover to the nurse's desk. Dr. Bend over to the nurse's desk. That's, please, bend over at the nurse's desk. Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
Nurse, I'll have to talk with this bend over.
Well, hello there. No, don't get up.
Close that door.
Sure thing. And you can call me Captain.
Get out of here.
Who peed in your Wheaties? What a grouch. A lot of testy people in the world today. Just got back from the hospital library. Nice place. Funny thing about that hospital library, 9/10 of it was donated by people. Had a cousin who was always donating things. Cousin Bartholomew. Crazy individual, my cousin B. Used to trim his nose hairs with the flame of a kitchen match. One day in 37, he switched to a Zippo cigarette lighter and almost blew his brains out. Why? I remember the time we went over Calabaster Falls in a wine barrel. We christened her first with a bottle of Ripple. Called her El Conquistador. There we were, about 200 yards from the falls, when Cousin B decides he has to go number 1. Well, he stood up.
Shut up.
What did you say?
I said shut up.
That's what I thought you said. Anyway, there we were about 200 yards from the falls.
Don't you ever stop that flow of gobbledygook. Aren't you ever quiet? Don't you ever close that mouth?
Which one of those would you like me to answer first?
None. I want you to be silent. Still. Non-speaking. I want no human contact from you whatsoever. Now, can you understand that, you old fool? Honest. People around here. Get back and read my stock spider and find what the page is on. Where's it? Austin T. Oliver here. Some madman. You did this to me.
Didn't know I was a music lover, did ya?
You, sir, shall receive a lawsuit the size you cannot imagine. Nurse!
Oh, they're so slow around here. I'll help you.
Keep your hands off of me.
Oh,
nurse!
no trouble whatsoever.
What is it now? What's the problem?
I want to get out of here.
Well, we aim to please.
Wait a minute.
Mr. Michaels, you better get your hands off. Mr. Michaels!
Ah!
Now look what you made me do.
I can't believe you just did that. You just injured one of the most important men in the city.
Somebody give me a doctor.
Who is he?
That's Austin T. Oliver. I'm coming.
And what, pray tell, is an Austin T. Oliver?
He owns the biggest bread manufacturer in America.
Bread?
Somebody give me a Dodger. No, give me a lawyer. I'm gonna sue that old man for everything he's worth.
You mean he makes bread like white bread? Well, somebody get me my lawyer. That bum's been poisoning me ever since I was a little kid.
Oh, you insane, nurse. What am I doing back in this room?
Why, you were an X-ray, I found out we had no rooms, private or otherwise.
And why is that?
Well, there's a flu epidemic going on in the city right now.
Then I want to share a room with somebody else.
You'd share a room with someone who has the flu?
Compared to him, I'd share a room with a leper.
Well, I can't let you take that chance.
No, but you put me in here with this Geritol Jack the Ripper. Oh, get your hands off me. I'm quite capable of managing my own transportation. You may leave.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Oh, good. I'll show that old man a thing or two there. Now, let the old coot reenact Pearl Harbor for all I care. I'll show him a thing or two. Nobody. Ow! Oh, nobody messes with Austin T. Oliver. Oh.
He was sailing along.
Hello. Have a nice trip. Good. See you next fall. I had to go back to the library. It just gets so lonesome around here without you.
I got it. I definitely got it now. Austin T. Oliver here. You, but how?
Painful.
Oh, you are a madman, do you hear me? A madman.
You get a kinky pleasure out of tearing up my toy boats, and you call me crazy? Ha!
One of us is getting out of here, and it's gonna be you, old man.
Oh, all this noise has upset my delicate nature. If somebody needs me, I'll be in my private office.
No, hello, Rich. Somebody get me bent over. Hello.
Mr. Oliver.
Oh, John, thank God. At least there's one sane individual around here.
What in the world? I thought you were coming in for some tests.
This place is testing me. It's testing my patience, my strength, and my hearing.
When I got your call, what happened to your leg? And how'd you get that black eye?
What black eye?
Well, right here.
Ow!
I'll get some ice for it.
You're my lawyer. Let those idiots in white do that.
Well, who did this to you?
Well, he's approximately 1 million years old, wears a sailor's hat, and attacks with a trumpet.
Well, hello, son.
Son, I hope he's using that term figuratively.
Well,
Finally came to visit your old man, eh? I'm touched.
that has been said.
Oh, look, Jack the Ripper Jr.
Now, Mr. Oliver,
You stay away from me. If you think I'm retaining you as my lawyer, well, then you're crazier than he is.
Now, look here, you big ball of hot air.
Dad!
Nobody calls my son crazy, and nobody calls my son crazier than me.
Insanity travels down the bloodline.
Mr. Oliver,
How would you like this bedpan to travel up your bloodline?
would you mind?
Oh, pick on a cripple, would you?
Now, look.
Shut up!
And don't you tell my son to shut up.
I'll tell my lawyer anything I please.
Your lawyer?
That's right, my lawyer.
Mr. Oliver, it's time for you.
Ironic, isn't it, that the individual that hands you your lawsuit will be from your own family tree?
Mr. Oliver!
My son wouldn't stoop to such a thing.
Mr. O'Michael!
He'll stoop to whatever I tell him, or he'll lose my account.
Now
Shut up! And
Hey,
don't you tell my
nurse
girl,
to shut
I'm
up.
telling the board
Come on, we're going outside right now.
Shut up!
look! Now look, you get in this check. Get in here. We're going for some tests.
Oh.
You, get in the bed. And you, well, who are you?
Oh,
Referee.
You're doing a rotten job.
what test am I going in for now?
They want to take a look at your swelling.
What swelling?
That right
Oh,
there.
jeez. You got golden hands, nurse.
Yeah, that's what I told her last night.
Don't think you've heard the last of this, old man. Sean, I want you downstairs with me.
What, to hold your hand, you big sissy?
I'll be down directly, Mr. Oliver.
Naked fast. Come on, nurse. Chop, chop. Let's go. No! Gee, where'd you get your driver's license?
What makes you think I have to?
Oh, I'll get you mine.
Long time no see. Glad we could have this little chat.
To the registration desk immediately.
Going to admit yourself?
I want to get you another room.
Won't be able to.
Why not?
Hospital's all full up.
What from?
Hypochondriacs convention.
Yes, this is Mr. Michael's son in room 408. I'd like to see about... Oh, you can't. Tell me, how'd you know I was going to ask? I see, she did. Thank you. Some nurse already tried to get you moved.
My nurse, nice lady. Not much of a sense of humor, but she's a nice lady.
Yes, well, you have to go downstairs. Pack your things. You're going to another hospital.
But I like it here.
Don't do this to me.
Do what?
Well, why'd you have to start with them anyway?
Now what makes you think I started it?
Experience?
A man is innocent until proven guilty.
It cost me my job.
So that's why you're on his side, eh?
Not on anybody's side. I just want to prevent a war.
Well, then join the UN.
No, you're going to force me to help them sue you.
You know, you couldn't convince any jury in this state that I beat up on that big old wounded water buffalo.
I can convince any jury in the state that you're certifiably insane. And you know I can. Now don't make me do that.
You know, when I was younger, we used to have this tradition. It was called respect for your elders.
Huh. I'm sorry. How rude of me to think that someone should actually have to earn it before he receives it. Now I'm going downstairs. Drain your boats and pack your pajamas, because you're getting out of here.
Oh, Sean, Mr. Michaels.
You. That's right, you were sent. Well, thanks. Thanks a lot for all your help so far.
I know he's bad at me, but why did he talk to you like that?
Force of habit, I guess. We've had some dealings with each other in the past. Mad at you, huh?
Yeah, we had a small disagreement. I think I should stay in this hospital, and he thinks I should have croaked 10 years ago. Well, never mind him. So, how's my lawyer? Win any lawsuits lately?
Won $25 in the lottery,
See, I'm your lucky charm.
but I lost the ticket.
Uh-oh, cancel that last statement.
All right, well, I got your will. I transferred all over so you can sign it. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Wrong briefcase. I've got the wrong briefcase.
Now, don't let that bother you. Things like that happen to my brother all the time. I used to say Kipling.
Kipling?
Yeah, the family used to call him that because he read all the time. His real name was Rhubarb or something like that.
I like your choice much better.
Thank you. Anyway, I remember this time we were in a little dingy Mexican bar. El Conquistador, it was called. There was this gaucho in there with an earring, and he was bragging that he had the meanest horses this side of Hades.
What'd you say?
I didn't say anything, but Kipling, drunk as he was, chimed in that he could ride anything with 4 legs that this gaucho with an earring could throw a saddle on.
What did you do?
I ordered a double. About 5 minutes later, there's all this ruckus and commotion outside. The whole bar rushes out to see if Kipling's still alive.
Was he all right?
He was fine. The gaucho was laying in the dirt, rolling around, screaming and moaning, holding onto the side of his head. I yelled, "Kipling, are you all right?" He was out there trotting back and forth on a horse. He waved something shiny in his hand, and he said, "Cap, this is the mangiest merry-go-round I've ever been on. But dang it if I didn't get the brass ring."
Something tells me there's a moral here.
Yeah, Bobby. No matter how mangy life gets, everybody's entitled to the brass ring. But you gotta go get it yourself.
Oh.
Say, may I ask you a question?
All right.
Could you be somebody's lawyer if they wanted you to be?
You mean take a case to court kind of lawyer?
Exactly.
Well, no, I don't have the experience, the know-how, and my tongue sweats.
But what if they really needed you?
I could recommend somebody.
Well, I just couldn't have just anybody handle. Oh, Beauty and the Beast. Take your pick.
Miss Ferraro, why don't you head back to Lexington?
I'll tell my lawyer when to leave, thank you.
Fine then. Miss Ferraro?
I think I should go.
But I might need you. I'm being sued by my own son.
I'll come back later, we'll discuss it then.
I guess when the conglomerate speaks, the servant jumps. But it makes it awful tough on the little man.
Little man, honestly, you mercy. The young lady you were asked to leave.
A lawyer has a responsibility to his client.
Oh,
And what about
Client.
her responsibility to her employer?
I don't remember seeing that in the Code of Ethics.
good God, Sean, you've got a lawyer on your staff that talks about ethics. Get her out of here.
And am I right in assuming that you intend to sue my client?
Oh, this is really absurd, Miss Ferraro.
And why is that, Mr. O'Michael?
Look, you simply don't understand the situation here. How about if I take you out to dinner and I'll explain it all later?
Oh, get lucky. You might get a corsage and a bottle of domestic wine.
You stay out of this. Now, Bobby,
That's Miss Ferraro?
Ms. Ferraro.
who's representing whom here? Now, this doesn't concern me.
Oh, in other words, this is no place for a woman, right?
I don't need an interpreter. You're getting out of here.
Not until I announce my lawsuit.
I'll take you to the bus station. You can announce your tail off.
I intend to file suit against the Roy All Bread Company.
What? What?
No, don't encourage it.
Oh, go ahead and encourage me.
Why are you?
For false advertising,
What?
for poisoning me,
What?
and for about $20 million.
What? $20 million? Good God, Sean.
The man doesn't know what he's saying.
The man has planned every syllable.
He can't.
Point one. Clinical research has proven that the ingestion of certain chemicals can cause various maladies, such as ulcers, cancer, hoof and mouth.
Now, see here.
Point two. Roy All Red contains 12 of those very nasty chemicals within its bloated little load.
This is all very...
Point three. I have been eating Roy All Red faithfully ever since I was, about this tall.
Look, why don't we...
Point four.
Yeah, I know.
I have those very aforementioned maladies. And point five. In conclusion, Roy All Bread is a Roy All pain in the stomach.
You mean to tell me that you're going to sue my company for your bellyache?
That, and for impairing my senses.
What senses, eh, Sean?
My hearing, for example.
Oh, come on. You're not going to try to make me believe that eating my bread can make you go deaf. Have you ever heard such nonsense?
Eh?
I said, you're not going to try to make me believe... Oh! You are a sick man, old Michael, but it'll never, ever hold water in a court of law, will it, Sean? Sean? Yo, Sean.
Tracy versus Gresham.
What?
Tracy versus Gresham. Case in 1970.
Is that bad?
Smith versus Wendell.
Oh, good. Smith versus Wendell.
Fredericks versus Valentine.
What?
Fredericks versus Valentine.
She's got you there.
Palmer versus Brenner.
Andrews versus Zola.
Ithacus versus Latouche.
Seagal versus Dubois.
Yes, sir.
Rodriguez versus Cleveland.
Who won that one?
Cleveland, 5-4 in the 10th inning.
Oh,
We'll put our next thing a little later. I've got enough trouble right now with the Michaels versus the Michaels.
what about his lawsuit?
There'll be no lawsuit. I'll see to that.
Ah, the Democratic way.
Oh, Lord, she's a Democrat, too.
This is a family matter.
And you have no conflict of interest here, right?
Well, I tried, son. I'll go get dressed. I'll be downstairs in 10 or 15 minutes.
How can you do this to him in his condition?
His condition? What did he tell you? He was pregnant too?
Excuse me, but I seem to have a small problem downstairs.
Well, what?
There was a delivery for this room.
What are they delivering?
14 pinball machines. 14. Who ordered them?
Well, just a guess, but I would say it was that sexagenarian pinball wizard in there.
Austin T. Oliver here. Oh, he did it again, Sean. He did it again.
What?
Well, unless Doc Severinsen just snuck into the bathroom, I've been triple-tongued by your old man.
I'll do something right away, Mr. Oliver.
Well, what about the pinball machines?
I'm working on it. You come out right now, I swear I'll cancel your subscription to Playboy.
Cap? Cap, are you all right? Cap, can you hear me?
Bobby, he's a sick man. Leave him alone.
He may be sick, but his aim's all right.
What about the pinball machines?
Oh, tell him to cancel the order.
I didn't order them. I can't cancel.
All right, I'll go down and take care of myself.
Oh, no, you don't, Sean. You're not leaving me here alone with him.
Oh, I'll be here.
Oh, no, Rasputin, you're coming with me. I'd like to have a few words with you, and hopefully some of them will contain more than 4 letters.
I'm still not staying alone with him.
The nurse will be here.
Oh, no, the nurse will not. I've got 3 new patients, 2 absent nurses, and...
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Captain, is he all right?
Oh, with my luck, he probably is.
How can you be so... He's just asleep.
That's how.
I'll check on him in a little while.
Ow.
He does it every now and then, just drops off into silent sleep. Oh, figure it's God's way of giving mankind a remission.
Sean, you sure he's safe?
Oh, I guarantee it. Now, Miss Ferraro,
I know where the door is.
well, if you found it 10 minutes ago, I might have proposed.
Don't be long, Sean. Oh, ow, ow. Oh, gee.
Feeling better?
You're up.
So it would seem, yes, I'm up.
Then this whole senility thing was just an act.
And not a bad one at that, either. I'm considering taking it on the road to Las Vegas next weekend.
Why don't you lie down and go to sleep? A coma would be preferable.
There's something that I have to take care of first.
Oh, take stock, man. If there's one thing I can't abide, it's a man who won't act his old age.
I've got better things to do.
But you don't do anything. You spend all your time bubbling up your lungs, screaming for attention. Just who do you think you are anyway?
I'm you in 20 years, Ollie. Father Time asked me to drop by because the ghost of Christmas yet to come couldn't make it.
Oh, what do you expect to gain from all this?
Something that you wouldn't understand. And a brass ring for a friend of mine.
Brass ring. Well, tell me this. So now what happens? Brass ring indeed.
Now I kidnap you.
You're gonna kidnap me. We're both stuck in the hospital and you're gonna kidnap me. And just how do you intend to do that?
With this.
You don't think I'm afraid of that, do you?
Yeah, knowing you, you'd probably enjoy this.
Now see here, I don't like your innuendo.
Oh, you don't come along quietly, and this will go in
You endo.
You consider that a threat?
You mean you can look at this pig sticker and tell me you're not afraid?
You get away from me!
Watch out for the toilet! Oh, now I gotta go dry him off.
Well, that.
You'll pardon my intrusion? I'd forgotten my briefcase.
Oh, Bobby, I seem to have misplaced two very important people. You don't have them on you, do you?
I do not.
Would you help me look for them?
You just fired me, remember, Mr. O'Michael?
Well, unfire you. Mr. Oliver!
Well, you can refire me. I don't like working for your type. Talk about selling out your own mother.
All right, talk about it.
What?
Talk about it. Do me a favor and check under the bed while you're at it, huh?
I will not work for a man who sells out his own father.
Now, that's the second time you said that, and it sounds worse with every replay. Now, what's it mean?
To you, a client takes precedence over your own blood. I don't know what I ever saw in you.
If I lose that account, my boss is going to be spilling a lot of that blood. And you saw a lot in me. Now you're talking like some philosophy major? This is the real world.
Huh? A world where the almighty dollar reigns supreme. We don't have time for the little man. Poor Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney?
And to think, that man has made me realize that I can do something that means enough to me, with or without a sweaty tongue.
A sweaty tongue?
And the whole time we were dating, you never even mentioned he existed. Why? Are you ashamed of him? He should be ashamed of you. Mr. Oliver's bed, Mr. Bed's fine, Mr.
They probably need translation. Hello? Mr. Oliver! Where are you? He's pointing what at you? All right.
What's the story?
Straight out of the Twilight Zone. Dad, why are you holding Mr. Oliver? How are you doing, son? I'm doing fine. Now, why are you holding Mr. Bobby's fine too, Dad. Good. Now, Dad, why are you holding Mr. Oliver at gunpoint? Needlepoint? All right.
What's he want?
Oh, just some paper for the ransom note. Ransom note? Are you crazy? Hung up. Oh, that's recorded.
You don't listen to him in the first place.
Yes. See if the nurse has a key.
Why can't you talk to him first?
Talk to him, he hung up on me. I'd call him back, but he's got an unlisted bathroom.
Sean, what is it?
It's a list of demands.
What seems to be the trouble?
Mr. Oliver's being held hostage in the bathroom.
By who, Mr. Whipple?
Do you have a key to open that door?
Why would I have the key to that door?
In case of emergencies.
You know this isn't a hospital. We have emergencies in the emergency room.
Trust me, right now that is the emergency room.
Hello? God, it's for you.
Hello? Dad! All right, fine.
What did he say?
You've got until tomorrow morning to take care of the list of demands, or else.
Or else what?
Or else Mr. Oliver gets it in the end.
All right, Bobby, just calm down. Solve this in a sensible, logical manner. Logic, that's the key. Logically, what's the problem? Problem is we've got one man holding another man hostage. In the bathroom. All right, now how do we get them out of there? One tactic to try? We could talk them out. All right, well, we tried that. Call the cops. No, that brings a danger of injury. Besides, you never get as many flies of vinegar as you can with sugar. Oh, sugar.
The nurse thinks the maintenance man might have a way to get in that door. Anything happen while I was out?
No, not a thing.
Well, I sure could use some of that. Oh,
What's the matter?
sugar!
Oh,
Oh. No, I meant, hey, calm down. Try to be more professional, not so upset.
I always get upset about people I care about.
You can be concerned, but you're a lawyer. You gotta draw the line.
Ha! Some lawyer.
Yeah, some lawyer. And you showed a heck of a lot of savvy in our little shouting match today.
Oh?
Yeah, funny. I ended this relationship because I couldn't be with someone so insecure and wishy-washy.
And then,
Well, today I found out you're Epley Bailey. I may have created a monster.
you had nothing to do with
Oh,
it.
and he did?
Yeah.
He's really suckered you in, hasn't he?
If anyone shows any emotion toward him, it upsets you, doesn't it?
What upsets me is he takes advantage of unsuspecting people like you.
How can you be so blind?
Look, Bobby, 4 weeks ago, my father and I had a nice relationship. We both agreed you should go to this nice little retirement center. I was happy, he was happy, even you would have been happy. And then, he sold the place.
Sold the retirement center?
Yeah.
How could he sell the retirement center?
Well, that's what the 17 people who bought it would like to know.
17 different people?
Yeah.
How could he sell it? Doesn't he need a deed of title for something like that?
Oh, a 17 piece of title.
And that's why you're so cross with him.
Oh, no, I was misunderstanding that time. That was before the breakout.
A breakout from the retirement center.
Yeah, he and about 20 other inmates stole the keys to 4 staff cars and a Harley. Ted rode the Harley, of course. Staff didn't even notice until they heard him say, "Hit 'em up, move 'em out." And then they rode up into the sunset, Lawrence Welk version wagon train.
I think it's wonderful he's so active.
Come again?
I think it's wonderful, a man of his age.
Look, we're not talking about George C. Scott, the Flim Flam man. We're talking about Captain Sean W. Michaels, the Pied Piper of helium. I mean, several of those people that fallen around that nursing home were on medication. One man became seriously ill because he couldn't get his injections. Now, just suppose a younger man
We're
would...
not talking about a younger man. We're talking about your father. You'll never see him for what he really is, will you?
I'm the only one who does. Most people laugh off his actions. I, for one, feel he's responsible for what he does. I can't help it. That's the way I was raised. I mean, I think the old ways are the best. Best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. I think the men should wear the pants, both legs. I think the homos shouldn't teach, and priests shouldn't marry.
And Neil Armstrong did it in a warehouse, right?
What?
And the craziest part of all this is that I believe that you believe all this crap.
What's gotten into you?
Oh, drink your coffee.
I don't want any coffee.
Coffee, anyone?
Oh, I thought you never asked. So what are you still doing here?
I'm trying to keep a lid on this mess. The less time one ever knows, the better.
Well, why? What's the matter with you?
Well, I mean, I realize the old situation came, but I think it's kind of cute. Didn't have to be someone up there, look, white, red, and in there.
See what I mean? Did the maintenance men have any way to get in there?
Well, they said if we couldn't pull it up and it's jammed somehow from the inside, they'll be here in the morning to check it out.
The morning?
Well, I don't think they're going anywhere unless they go through the window. Will anybody mind if I watch TV? Might as well. This is only all we can do for now.
Better call my service.
And not a suicide as we thought before. It seems that the man on the ledge is being held hostage.
What is the news doing on already?
Details are sketchy at the moment, and the police have only just arrived. From my vantage point, it looks as though the man's left foot is bandaged, and he seems to have a black eye.
Oh, no.
The elderly man has thrown a list of demands to the police below. We've gotten information about that list. The first demand is that the police stay out of the hospital.
Hospital?
The second demand is that an accurate list of the ingredients in a loaf of Royale bread be
Royale
printed
bread?
on the front page of all daily newspapers tomorrow. The third demand is that a pinball machine be dedicated to the hospital library in his name. The hospital administration is unavailable for comment.
That wasn't, I mean, that can't be.
Of course it is. I mean, if there are 27 police cars hovering around one window, chances are my father's throwing somebody out of it.
Now, Sean, calm down.
Calm down. You want me to calm down? My father's throwing a man off the ledge in prime time.
I'm gonna go see if I can head off the police.
No, tell him to come up. Tell him to bring the camera trucks and everything. It'll be bigger than Monday Night Football.
Where is he? Where's the man that's turning my hospital upside down?
This is Dr. Wendover, head of the hospital. This is Mr. Michael's son.
Young man, why is your father doing this? He has two sons?
No, just one.
You'll have to forgive me. I went to the eye doctor today, and apparently he got my prescription messed up with someone who's blind. Can't see a blasted thing. Darn doctor. You'd think he'd have a little more consideration. After all, I'm not a regular person.
Look, Dr. Kenley.
No, I'm Dr. Windover. Dr. Canley's in pathology.
Fine, Doctor.
No! I'm not Dr. Fine. Dr. Fine's in pediatrics. There's a lady for you.
Look, Doctor, the police are going to come up here in a few minutes. Can we concentrate on that?
Don't tell me what to concentrate on. I'm head of the hospital. Now, what seems to be the problem here?
We've got about 10 minutes before they take his spot, and we've got to get them out of there.
You don't have to explain the situation to me, nurse. I graduated top of my class at the Puerto Rican School of Medicine.
Yes.
You bet your aspirator, yes, doctor. Now, how do we get them out of there?
First, you better think about why he went in there.
Good point, young man. Why did he go in there?
I think he went in there out of loneliness.
Oh, Bobby.
No, the cat and I have talked for hours about his life. He was raised in a large family of 12, of which he was the youngest. Now they're all gone. He raised his own large family of 10. They're still alive, but not around, except one.
Oh, go ahead. I'd like to hear the end of this.
After his beloved wife died, he took to his other love, sailing, with his only living brother, Kipling. He ran a small charter company off the Polynesian islands. That was until a typhoon caught them at sea. It crushed their tiny schooner like a handful of toothpicks. I tell you, Doctor, he's alone. And I think he wanted to have someone, anyone notice him. And that's what I think the case is. The defense rests.
Yeah, if any of it's true.
What?
Bobby, my father was an abandoned baby. He lived in an orphanage until the time he was 8. At that point, he went to live with this lady whose name I cannot recall. He never had any brothers and sisters. If he did, he never met them. He married and had one child, me. He can't swim. He's never been out of state. I don't think he's ever even piloted an inner tube down the Broad River, much less a schooner in the ocean. I'm sorry, the prosecution ran it.
But he told me.
I'm sure he did.
Wendover, report to the main desk. Staff.
Can't they do anything without me? Come on, nurse.
We'll hold the police off as long as possible, okay?
That's right. You better not let the police in. They aren't noted for their sense of humor.
Captain!
Dad! Hey, she called me captain. I believe we're making some progress here.
I'll be right back. Don't you do anything I wouldn't do.
Now that don't give me a lot of room to move around in, I'll tell you that.
Where's Mr. Oliver?
Careful now. I'm holding onto a very important piece of rope here.
That rope?
Yeah, you might call this his lifeline.
What's that for?
Why, for holding a bread manufacturer hostage on the ledge.
Mr. Oliver, where are you?
Somewhere between Phoenix and Assyria, George.
Hey, the funny thing about sitting out there on a ledge, the longer you sit there, the higher in pitch your voice gets. Say, Ollie, where does this rope in my hand lead to?
Out the window on a ledge and it's up between Denver and White Knuckles.
His voice hasn't been that high since puberty.
Mr. Oliver, why don't you just climb in off the ledge?
Okay, I got a groove.
What's he, Pat?
Fear of long words.
It's inconceivable. A whole floor full of unimportant. Mr. Michaels, is that you?
It was when I filled this bedpan this morning.
Mr. Michaels, why are you doing this?
Doc, have you ever met somebody you just couldn't stand? Somebody that just begged to be knocked down a peg or two?
Yes.
Good. Keep that person in mind. Think of all the ways he irritated you. All the little things he'd do to make you feel small.
Yeah.
All the obnoxious things he'd do.
Those stupid jokes he tells.
And the way people around him react to him.
The way all the board members laugh at those stupid jokes he tells.
Here, hold this rope for me, will you? Now, you just imagine that he's sitting out there on the ledge, and you're holding on to his only means of support. His very fate rests in your hands, and now you've got him right where you want him. Now, I ask you, what would you do?
Well, I tell him, suck wind, Momo!
Now I ask you, who did you imagine that to be?
The chairman of the board, Austin T. Oliver.
Want to hear something real funny?
Yeah.
It was!
Panic, don't panic. I saw Annette down there.
I didn't see him in the net.
He couldn't have missed that big net. But if he's not on the net, what makes you think he hit it? I'm gonna go see if I can dig him up.
Dig him up?
Maybe I should rephrase that. Now, will you two talk?
Talk to me, he doesn't know how to talk.
You've never asked me anything. You never said, Dad, why did you steal that man's Harley? Or, Dad, why did you kidnap Ollie? Nah, never.
Well?
No. Instead, you ran around like a starving man in a prune patch.
Okay, so why'd you do it?
None of your business.
Now, how do you talk to somebody like that?
Then perhaps you'll answer a question of mine. Why did you lie to me?
Lie?
About your family? About having one?
That was no lie.
The man doesn't know when he's lying.
That family exists in here. Why? I remember when I was about 8 years old, I went to live with this little old lady, Mrs. Double D.
Double D?
For deaf and dumb. She was a nice old lady. Funny. She must have been about the same age then that I am now. Anyway, I was just a little lad of 8 and I needed some playmates. And she wasn't too high on the entertainment side. So, I made up this family. There was niece Okra, cousin Bartholomew, Kipling, little Peter. Nice people. Had some real good times. And I had completely forgotten about them until one day in that old people's home.
Retirement center?
Pops, a used people shop. That family of mine is real, I tell you. They just never existed, that's all.
And that's when you decided to start.
That's when I decided to start doing what I wanted to do.
Oh, come on. You did what you wanted to your whole life. You had a wife, a kid, a house, a good job.
Look, Sean, I worked for 45 years in a boring white-collar and tie job that allowed me to live in this 3-bedroom row house with a wife, a kid, and a brother-in-law.
Well, all right, you and Mom had problems.
Look, problems, Sean. Look, I never had time to know my own kid. I had a wife that could have cared less, and a brother-in-law that lived in a bottle and only remembered my name when he wanted money.
Well, you do the best you can.
Oh, look, Sean, for once in your life, see me as a man like you. Look, I fell asleep on our wedding night during the Late Show. My wife, she never let me forget it either. All her life, she told me what to do. Everybody told me what to do. My life was so full of referees, I never had time to play the game. Well, I'm playing the game now, and I'm having the time of my life.
I liked you better when you were just my plain old father.
Of course you did. I was just a pleasant little house pet. But when I decided to become a real person, it upset your apple cart.
So that's why you're doing this, to pay me back for the way you think I've treated you?
What makes you think I would go to all this trouble just for you? I'll tell you one thing. Holding some bozo hostage in a john for 8 hours is not my idea of a picnic.
So why'd you do it?
Because I felt like it.
Oh, come on, there's got to be a real reason.
A real reason. Yeah, there is a real reason. When I was in that used people shop, there used to be this little old lady who would sit in a rocking chair and stare at herself in the mirror all day long. Just sit and stare. I couldn't stand it any longer. I finally went up to her and I said, "Why are you doing this?" And she told me. She told me that when she was a little girl, she had this dream. And in this dream, she'd look in the mirror and see this wrinkled up face. And she'd start to scream and scream until that mirror would start to sway and fall on her and she'd wake up.
And then she'd run to the mirror since she's still a beautiful young girl? God, I've had that dream.
Uh-huh. And I asked her, "How long are you going to do this?" And she said, until that mirror starts to sway.
And that's why you're doing this.
Look, Sean, I'm not going to sit in a rocker in front of a mirror for the rest of my life.
Just because some little old lady...
Look, Sean, come to think of it, maybe you could change too.
Oh, don't you turn this whole thing around on me.
Why not? You've got a lot of good years left in you. You don't smoke. You don't drink. And let's take a look at your love life. That'll only take a minute.
Now that's quite enough.
Look, Sean, it takes guts to examine yourself, and the first few looks really hurt.
I don't want to.
But if you take the time now, the pain will be nowhere near what it would be if you wait for 40 years.
Will you stop it?
Look, Sean, all your life I've never talked to you. But this is the only way now that I know how to give you something that's worth anything.
After 28 years, what makes you think I want to hear it now?
What did make me think of that?
He just needs time to cool off.
Time. Have you ever been drunk?
Why?
Funny thing about being drunk. Part of you is actually drunk, and there's this other part that sort of sits back and watches. Watches as you crawl out onto the balcony and stare at that chandelier.
And what does that part say to you as you're out on the balcony staring at that chandelier?
It says, go ahead and jump out and swing. Everybody knows you're drunk anyway.
So?
So, being old is like that. Everybody thinks I'm feeble-minded and eccentric, not responsible for my actions, so I might as well jump out and swing.
You're upset about the same thing Sean is.
What's that?
You're both upset that no one treats you like a real person. And instead of being that real person, you're actually the person they thought you were.
From your mouth to God's ears, but I don't think he's going to understand that too well either.
No, it's true. Instead of doing something with your life, you kidnap businessmen in bathrooms. Instead of making those friends of yours the retirement center to see what valuable assets they were, you take them on a safari. And instead of being a father to your own son, who also has no one, you create a make-believe family.
It looks like my little lawyer's finally learned how to talk.
When she believes in something she has, or she's got her beliefs messed up.
Look, Bobby, I was doing what I wanted to do. My wife is gone. My son is grown up. I don't owe anything to anybody.
And that'll make a fine excuse for not giving anything to anyone either.
But, Bobby, let me explain. Bobby.
We'll be taking you down to X-ray again in a few minutes. You gonna be all right?
Well, yes, nurse. I'll be just fine. Thank you.
Do you need anything?
Oh, you wouldn't have to have any aspirin, would you? I got a gully one for a headache.
Well, not on me, but I'll go get you some, okay?
I'll just sit here quietly till you get back. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. Jeez. Yo! God, golly, gee, that hurt. Oh.
Ollie.
Hello, Cap. How are you?
I'm doing fine, Ollie. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm racked with pain. Thanks.
You did hit the net, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I hit the net. And then I bounced. Then I bounced again. Captain.
Yes, Ollie.
I've made a decision. I'm going to make a whole wheat bread. Stone ground. 100% wheat. No additives. No preservatives. Just good old-fashioned, healthy wheat.
That's wonderful, Ollie.
Well, actually, I'm not going to see the whole process from start to finish. You see, I'm going to take a little rest.
A vacation?
Of sorts. My brother, he's a city comptroller, you know. Well, he wrote me a couple of weeks ago and told me he bought this quaint little retirement center. Says he practically stole it from the old crew he bought it from. But anyway, I'm gonna be spending a few weeks there to recover.
Well, I hope you get some rest, Ollie.
Me too. Captain, I've also made another decision. I've decided not to press any charges. If I had to go into a courtroom and tell this story all over again, I'd go crazy.
And I've decided to drop my lawsuit too, Ollie.
Hey, Captain,
Yes, Ollie.
why did you throw me out of the window?
Because you're a royal pain in the butt, Ollie.
I know that. I'm a pain in the butt to everybody. But I must admit that you are the first person to ever push me out of the window. So why'd you do it?
Well, ever since I was a little kid, Ollie, I've had to put up with pushy people, obnoxious people. I just couldn't think of any reason why I had to put up with it any longer.
Well, I've put up with obnoxious people all my life. Well, shoot, how do you think I got to be so obnoxious? So what if you push them out of the window? Well, they're still obnoxious. They're just obnoxious from a distance.
Ah. Hey, how about a tug on El Conquistador here?
Yeah, I can't think of anybody that I'd rather share a highball with. But I can. On top of everything else, I got ulcers.
Me too.
What?
Ulcers on top of ulcers. But I got rid of them in just 4 weeks, Ollie. Look, Ma, no ulcers.
But how? By throwing people out of windows? By blowing trumpets into telephones? By playing with your little dinghy in a bedpan?
I would have phrased that last one a little different, Ollie. Now I think you've got it.
Oh, yes, Captain. Thanks to you, I definitely got it.
Well, let's just hope you get recovered and everything so that...
Austin! Austin, thank God you're all right. Oh, I had to come and tell you your face. When we find out who did this to you, we'll hang you. Well, where are you taking him?
Taking him down to X-ray.
Oh, I'll take him. Out of my way, woman. Austin, you're like a brother to me. We're cut from the same bolt of cloth. 2 peas in a pod.
Wendover?
Yes, Austin?
You're full of crap. Now, push this chair before I push you out the window. No!
Oh, I'm sorry, Austin. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I guess that just goes to show you that you can change some of the people some of the time and most of the people none of the time. Hey, Bo, that's my last cash. You better bump this one up a little more. Cheers.
You do realize that Dr. Wendover ordered you out of this hospital by tonight.
Must have been something I said. Look, nurse. Call me in one more time, please.
You just don't seem to understand these. A couple weeks ago, I had a patient and I lost him. He was always asking me to call him Max, and I finally did. And now you want me to call you Captain.
Look, don't ever be afraid to give emotion or to feel. It's the only real reason that we're here.
Hey, Captain. For a good time, you call this number. So keep it under your hat. Oh, by the way, if a man answers, you dialed the wrong number.
the brass ring. Maybell Retirement Center? Give me room 27, please. Hello, Boom Boom. How you doing, Slugger? No, I'm doing just fine. Say, look, why didn't you tell me you needed those insulin shots? You could have really gotten sick there. Who would have called you a sissy? Mrs. Krakow? Oh, that truck driver, she gives you any lip, you just tear her mustache off. Look, Boom Boom, I want you to get the gang together for me tomorrow. Yeah, I want to talk to them about things that are going on here at the hospital. They need volunteers at the visitor's desk and in the hospital library. And there's programs too here, Boom Boom. Programs like Meals on Wheels and hotlines. And people. There's people here, Boom Boom. People that just need somebody to talk to. Somebody to just tell a few lies with. Heck, we'd all be good at that. Look, you tell the gang to get some rest tonight, because tomorrow I'm going to kick them off their tails and we're going to form our own chapter of the Gray Panthers. No, Boom Boom, it doesn't have anything to do with the city zoo. Look, you just get some rest, tell everybody that I'll explain everything tomorrow, okay? All right, okay, good night, Boom Boom. What a character. City zoo. We got the captain here. You tried to kill an old man?
Sue me.
What'd you do that for?
Because I felt like it. You know, I think I'll go out and do it again.
Hey, why did you come back?
Well, I never actually left. Got as far as downstairs. Messenger from the office. Delivered this will. Your will.
What's an envelope?
Adoption papers.
The captain's?
No, mine. All my life, lived this walking puzzle. One exasperating piece missing. Today I filled in that piece. Now, how come you never told me?
Son, Sean, for 28 years, we never discussed batting averages.
We never took time. We're two strangers separated by some kind of fence. This fence. Now, why'd you do it?
What kind of a question is that? It wasn't only me.
Oh, I know what Mom was like. She didn't do it. You did. Now, why?
Well, it's been a long time, but at that time, I thought you might like to have me for a father. But I'm not your father, so you're free now. No longer responsible for my eccentricities. So, what do you think?
Think I'd like to have a drink with my dad.
Well, there's hope for you yet, my boy. You better bump this one up a little more.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You two hug or something?
Oh, Bobby, we're grown men.
Then hug me.
Oh, you know, I do believe this is illegal in 14 states and about 57 counties.
Yes, well, speaking of illegal, I have to go downstairs and take care of some police and reporters.
We have to go downstairs and take care of those police and reporters, son.
You're right. So why don't you get dressed and meet us downstairs?
Us? You mean I'm still a part of this firm?
Oh, very much so. In fact, later this evening, I was wondering if you might have time. Maybe we could discuss the possibility of you and I
You and I, yes.
merging.
Merging?
Yeah, I figured the party of the first part.
Meaning you.
Yes. The party of the second part.
Meaning me.
Yes. Perhaps the two parties would like to get together and...
Party?
Well, I love it when lawyers talk dirty.
Oh, Cap, we're just gonna get together and examine some briefs.
That's gonna be tough.
Why is that?
Because I'm not wearing it.
He's got a lot of good years left in him. Get me X-ray, please.
This is Dr. Windover here. Let me talk to Austin T. Oliver, please. Of course it's an emergency. I ought to know an emergency when I hear one. I run this hospital. Austin, this is Dr. Windover here. Hang on 1 second, will you please? I just wanted to make sure they were treating you all right down there. You have a question for me, eh? What is that question? Ollie, welcome to the club.